everybody. This is Thaisa Cueva, and I am doing my Newbery Award chosen book. And I actually got it this time from the library, and this is it. It's Crown, an ode to the fresh haircut. And it's about the barbershop culture. I really appreciated this book because it's so raw and it's written in a way that kids can really understand. They get this, and it makes adults giggle. It's very common language, and it's very simple to read. It's easy to read. I also appreciate the illustrations because, as you can see here in different pages, it's not very black and white. There's a lot of colors, a lot of texture, as you can tell, a lot of details. So the illustrator really put a lot of effort into this, and they kind of made it smudged. So that's the kind of style they have as illustrations. I liked how the illustration represented the boy and the barber shop culture perfectly. So as you can see here, that's one of the examples. This is exactly what a barbershop looks like. And again, it shows many have different styles with different haircuts, and that's pretty cool. Also like the color yellow. The color yellow really brightens the whole book. That's what makes me really happy. As you can tell, in every page is a little bit of yellow. So that's awesome. The illustrations depict the African American culture in this case. And so the story starts off as a little boy who starts and goes to a barbershop and gets a haircut. And he's sitting on the chair, and he's getting a cape on, he's getting ready, feeling like a prince. It gives that boy confidence, like smashing the exam tomorrow, or assuming that the fresh haircut makes his intellect brighter. So he basically says how a haircut really can boost his self-confidence and make him feel better. Then after that part of the story, it talks about the straight line in the haircut right here. He says that when you get that straight line, all the girls in school will be looking at you and saying, "Ooh, this boy's so fine, who is he?" So again, he'll gain popularity because of a haircut. That's what he's saying. And after that, when he's in the barber shop, he notices the men to the left and to the right. And he describes them as majestic, as important. And the man that's standing in front of the mirror, he looks fresh and important, just like an actor who's going to give out autographs. Then in the next page, there's two other men sitting with curls and cornrows, and the boy then says the men will want a subtle line again. And I really like this line because it says, sometimes all you need in life is just that, a subtle and crisp line. And I'm sorry, that makes me think of a very, very simple line that maybe can make you think. That line is saying, sometimes all you need is a little shape up. And I agree with that line. Then the boy gets his haircut, looks in the mirror, and feels like a superstar with $1 million. He then says he won the gold medal. He then says that every person in the shop will compliment him. And then when his mom looks at him, she will see him as this beautiful, beautiful creature. And at the end of the story, the boy gets out of the shop feeling like royalty. Flawless and magnificent. The characters in the story of the shop, they're feeling like royalty. Those characters are also all part of the culture, and it really represents the clients in barbershops. And there's even women included, which is cool because it's not only pertaining to males, but there's also women in here, as you can see, which I loved. And the setting of the time of this book is from now. This is a book that is written recently, and it describes the barbershop culture now. So did I like this book? I love this book. I think it's very simple and it's good for children. It kind of talks about the barbershop culture, and it makes it very relatable to a lot of kids. I also like how there's a couple of lines in here that make you think, really. A couple lines that are simple, but you start reflecting on life. So I really appreciated that. Also appreciated the self-confidence message. That one little thing about yourself can make you feel like a superstar, and never to let that feeling go. So I appreciated that. And my main message from all of this book is saying self-esteem is something that can make or break your world. And I totally agree. I go with this book. I agree with that. One of the activities I would like to do is, for example, read this book aloud to my class. Then I would like them to go back to their seat and answer the question that says, what makes you feel majestic, flawless, and magnificent like this boy right here? I want them to write a little paragraph if they're, in K or 1. But if they're older kids, like 3, 4, 5, then they can write a big paragraph. And I would like for them to also get inspired by the illustrations and draw a very cool illustration and picture of themselves, feeling magnificent, feeling awesome, and then share it with the class. So that's my activity. Once again, the book is Crown, an Ode to the Fresh Haircut. And it is amazing. I recommend it. I really appreciate all the love and all the comments and the feedback. I will see you guys next time.